Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the Off the Bench TLT Vegas podcast. Just going to do a quick solo one today, just to go over the team list quickly for the round. Um, Not to see any real surprises in there. The first game up is Manly versus Souths. I know that there is a cheap option there in Jacob Gagai for the Rabbitohs on the wing at 204K. Dual centre wing fullback. I'd probably suggest wouldn't not go there because he most likely drops out when Jack Whiten comes back into that team. So I probably wouldn't look at him. Um, in regards to the rest, I think Sean Kepi could be an option if you're after a front row forward as well. And obviously, Jai Arrow is another option now, starting on an edge too. I think is a really good option as well. Burbo on the edge at his price at 277K, I think he's a buy as well. Hopefully, he can hold that spot even when Schuster comes back from his injury. Um, Tallis Duncan not on the bench either. So obviously, if you've had a look at him, probably leave him out of your team and completely pass on him. Another interesting one is Nathan Brown, former Eels player who's been named on the bench. Could be a bit of a watch as well, but I probably wouldn't start him. And for the other game, Roosters versus Broncos, this is where it's interesting. So they've named both Sis Suawong and Tatili Tupanua on the edges. I really like that, especially Tupanua at 398K. Starting on an edge, he'll be in my team. He may not get 80 minutes, but I'm definitely keen on him. But I think you could probably go pretty close looking at that bench of Smith, White, Nat Butcher, and Terrell May. There's a good chance that he could possibly play 80 minutes as well. So he's obviously hard to pass up at his price. The other one for the Broncos, I know plenty looking at Jesse Arthurs as well. Um, I don't know. I mean, Corey Oates has been named as 18th man as well. So I don't know if I would probably go there with him. I don't know about his job security. I know he's cheap and he's highly owned, but I couldn't go there. And the other one, after all the talk was that he wouldn't be named on the bench, is that Xavier Wilson, the PPM beast, has been named on the bench for the Broncos. He's definitely going to be in my team, and he should be pretty highly owned as well at his price. Good PPM if you can get the minutes, he'll certainly make you some cash. Um, the interesting thing too for the Roosters is that they've got Angus Crichton and Egan Butcher on the bench, on the extended bench or reserves or whatever you want to call it, as well as Connor Watson. So there could be some changes come game day. The other one, interesting one too for the Roosters is that Spencer Lenu will get the front row starting spot as well, with JWH out suspended as well. But obviously that could be new. Hopefully, Lenu can hold that spot and maybe Hargraves comes off the bench. I don't think it's going to matter. It'll probably be similar split in regards to the minutes. Um, this round can be a bit daunting because it is a split round. Don't forget, guys, it's unlimited trades until the last game locks out. And just be cautious on who you put your reserves on, with there only being 2 games this round. So if you have someone in your team that you don't want to play, make sure you don't have the reserve on them, especially if they're going to be playing on Sunday. Other than that, that's it. We'll be back tomorrow night for the last of our preseason podcast. We'll be going over the fullbacks. And we'll be joined by special guest Jakey from the Supercoach Experience. Until tomorrow night, good luck, and it's good to have the footy back. Let's go. Bring on the Vegas round.